Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show that brings you the best press releases out of small cap world every morning before the open, so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe even find your next great small cap investment. Now, it's Thursday, October 25th. I've got 4 great press releases for you from both sides of the border. Today, the focus of the day, think mining and think renewable, clean energy, because that's the focus of today's press releases. First up, Garrison International trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the stock symbol GAU. Full disclosure, they're a client, but they put out great news yesterday at the close. That's why it qualifies for today's news before the open. But what they put out was recent drill results have confirmed that great gold resources exist at their Tavashur project in Mongolia. So good that they're moving towards commencing a feasibility study on an open pit gold production for the project, and they're expecting construction to begin in the second quarter of 2008. Naturally, they've got to go through some due diligence before that, some environmentals and so on and so forth, but that's the plan. Let's look at some highlights from the recent drill results. High-grade drill intersections include up to 33 grams per ton of gold over 1.5 meters, including 99 grams per ton of gold over half a meter. This confirms a shallow resource that exists at surface within 3 to 5 meters, which is obviously suitable for open pit mining, and was, as most of you know, is probably the cheapest, most cost-effective form of mining out there. Now, they're going to calculate a resource. They're going to create a resource estimate over the next 2 months, submit that to the Mongolian government as part of the application process. In the meantime, their board has also given approval to move ahead with a feasibility study on production of 30,000 ounces of gold per year. So with gold trading at over $750 an ounce right now, you can do the math there, but those are pretty big numbers. The company right now closed yesterday at 14 cents. That's Garrison GAU on the Venture Exchange. Next up, ZAAP. It trades on the OTC under the stock symbol ZAAP. These guys are the electric car pioneers. If you don't know them already, they are making a repeat performance here. They just launched a new factory in the Shandong province of China, and they're rolling out their first series of sedans and pickups. This factory increases their production capability from 1,000 to 4,000 vehicles per month. That's a pretty big jump. Indicates to me that they've got great demand for their products and they're planning ahead of time. Now, they had, at the ceremony yesterday, that some pretty important people show up. Goes to show you that the Chinese government and especially the Shandong province are backing this, but who you had show up were included the governor of Shandong province and the mayor of Linshan. The ceremony was also broadcast throughout the entire country yesterday. The company right now is trading at $1.02. It's in the middle of its trading range, but when we see news like this, it means good things appear to be ahead for ZAAP. Next up, Active Control trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the stock symbol ACT. They received 2 orders from a global mining machinery manufacturer. Try and say that 5 times. The customer actually requested that their identity and the application remain confidential, but what you should know is that Active Mine Solutions enable the monitoring of production, personnel, and equipment in all types of surface and underground mining environments. This client is actually going to use 2 wireless systems for use in its mining automation program. And now, we all know lately with some of the problems that have occurred in the United States and around the world with miners being trapped underground, any kind of tracking system is going to be very helpful and should be in demand. We took a look at the company's price. They're trading at 39 cents, but they're up 170% since September. So good things look like they're on the way over at Active Control. I like the space that they're in. And finally, Organic Resource Management trades on the TSX, the big board, the Toronto Stock Exchange, on the stock symbol ORI. Again, full disclosure, ORMI is a client of AGORACOM. However, they did put out some pretty big news yesterday, so we do want to report on it, or this morning, from their AGM yesterday. But before I get into the news, I need to explain to you what they do so I can put the news into context. And what it is, the company collects organic residuals from more than 5,000 food service and food industry customers in Ontario. It then processes and blends these residuals to create high-energy organic feedstock for use in anaerobic digesters, and we'll get into that in a minute. But basically, the anaerobic digesters generate biogas renewable energy. Well, what they announced was that preliminary biogas production results have demonstrated that the addition of less than 15% of their feedstock actually increases electricity production from 700 kilowatt hours per day to 2,400 kilowatt hours per day, and the 700 kilowatt hours per day is what you typically produce with manure alone. So adding in Orme's feedstock looks like it's almost quadrupling biogas production. This is the first and only anaerobic digester in Ontario permitted to receive off-farm feedstock, and Orme's got a 20-year exclusive contract to supply its feedstock to that anaerobic digester. The company's trading right now at 7 cents. What you also know about them is that they're Canada's largest provider of vacuum truck services for the collection of organic and other non-hazardous liquid waste. Right now they've got over 8,000 customers across Ontario, Quebec, and British Columbia. And that's it for the day. Orme's doing some great things. As always, we're going to post these notes to our blog. If you've got some market intelligence, some additional information you can provide for the greater good, come on by and add your notes. In addition, if you're looking for more great small cap companies, we're now up to 75 small cap companies in the AGORACOM marketplace. They're all divided by industry and exchange, so you can find companies that are best suited for your investment portfolio. We're going to be back tomorrow on Friday. We expect, as always, for it to be a slow news day. We'll still try and pick off those 1 or 2 press releases that would be great for you. But until then, have a great day, great investing. Talk to you soon.